a little bit about my experience with UTExcel. UTExcel is by far, miles ahead, the best international experience I've had, and I've traveled quite a bit around the world. And it's also by far the best teaching opportunity, teaching experience that I've had. And I'm here to tell you a little bit more about that. So, from the teaching side of things, the first year both years I taught a course on laser technology, commercialization, and application aspects of it. And the reason why I chose that topic is because it's something that I'm passionate about. I'm a PhD student here at the University of Toronto in the Photonics group, and I thought what better to share what am I most motivated about is my research, my area of interest. And I remember in the first seminar, the first conference, there was a little bit of worry about, okay, will the students actually take to something that's maybe very technical like this? And the conclusion by far at the end was yes. There are students there at UTExcel that come from all over China, and some of them are interested in arts, some of them are interested in entrepreneurship or technology, some of them are interested in sciences, a lot are interested in business and commerce. So there's a wide range of student interests, and so there's definitely courses for everybody there. It was a great opportunity for me to sit down and put a course together from start to end, and that's an experience that was very valuable for me. I'd like to become a university professor someday, and so this teaching experience was very useful. And the opportunity to teach in an international setting was definitely a very unique experience that I couldn't know where else I would be able to get such an opportunity. And that's important because students, and I can use that even if I don't teach in China, or let's say I do a visiting professorship for a year, there's a lot of Chinese students that come to Canada. And you have to understand that the way school and things are taught in China, the techniques and the strategies and the learning styles are quite different than what's experienced here in Canada. And so understanding that can actually make you a more effective teacher. So that's a little bit about the teaching side. You get to prepare your own course, something that you can call your own from start to end. And that's a very unique experience that's hard to come by. The other thing that you get to do is a lot of mentoring. And when I was there both years, I talked to many delegates. And one of the questions that I like asking is, so what brought you to UTExcel? Why did you come to this conference this year? And overwhelmingly, the top 3 reasons are to practice my English and learn English, and to meet people from outside of China, so meet Canadians and whoever else that comes, so people that are outside from China. And the third reason is to meet other Chinese youth, of course, just like anyone else. They want to meet other people that are in their age group and meet people and expand their network and their opportunities to have fun. So with the students coming with those goals, it's very easy for you to do a lot of mentoring. The students just really take to you in your course, you engage with them, and then afterwards you eat meals with them, you work with them, you help organize and participate in some of the activities that the ambassadors put together. So you're always engaged with the students, and that's where a lot of the real networking and mentoring takes place, and that never stops for the entire week. And even afterwards the conference, I'm still in contact with a lot of the delegates. I've written letters of reference for 1 or 2 of them. I regularly communicate with just getting updates and from them. So now it's all about people from here in Canada and people in China. And let me say this, the people that you meet on this trip are definitely the leaders of Canada, the future leaders of Canada and the future leaders of China. So let me talk a little bit about the fellow seminars. So I'm just extremely impressed with the group of both years, so the group of people that came together here on the Canadian side. We have people that have started their own businesses, people like myself, senior PhD students. We have people that have finished undergrad and are having exciting opportunities in industry. I remember there's one of my, who's now a friend of mine, who's working at the United Nations within our program, so there's people, and it's just really motivating to see the people that come and participate and what they've done previously, what they're doing now, and what they plan to do in the future. And the same can be said on the delegates side in China. I met students, last year we had a young high school student think it was first year of high school. He was either maybe 14 or 15 years old. And I could really tell, and I was not alone, other leaders could tell as well, that this person was going to be a future leader in China. Just his level of understanding of things, his insight, the type of things that he was doing and being involved with. He was going to be involved in the Asian Games that were held last November in Guangzhou. He was one of the people helping to volunteer, and that's very competitive to get such a position. And there's another one of the students that took, delegates that took my course, and she was in the midst of planning to open her own business in China on ecotourism. And she came back as an ambassador the second year, and it was really interesting to see how her plans have developed a little bit there. Still very preliminary, but it's moving forward nonetheless. So you will get to meet the future leaders of not only here in Canada, but also in China. And I think, because you get to meet these individuals, that's an excellent opportunity for you to expand your network. And since we've been back, since the first UTXL, it's been maybe about a year and a half, and I believe we've had approximately 20, maybe even a little bit more reunions in that time. And it's always really exciting. And these reunions are like just night outs or dinners, or of course going to karaoke, which is something that you get to do here and in China. And so the reunion is just 20 reunions. That's probably a little bit more than 1 month, actually. So that tells you, someone described the UTXL as a family, and that's really what ends up developing from this experience. And it's a lot of work, let me say that, but there's also a lot of playtime. Playtime in the fact that you will get to see different areas of China. You'll get to experience that even being more overtly built into the structure this year with the tour to Beijing. And the fact that we're going to 3 different cities, you will get to see some of these places. I know Jackie, being from Guangzhou last year, personally took us to many different places and showed us local places, places that have been around for hundreds of years, 100+ years. And being here in Canada, I haven't had the opportunity to see such things, and that was really a great experience to see, to have people that are familiar with the areas and culture to help bring you there. So it's a lot of work, but it's very rewarding, and you'll get to see a lot of things. So I'll be around for the rest of the seminar, and I'm sure I'll be around afterwards as well. You can come and talk to me for questions, because I think other people want to talk as well. All right, thank you.
I guess it's my turn. Hi everyone, my name is Kai. I'm the ambassador. Last year, I know you guys went through a lot. It's been a long day, so I'm just going to be short. So just a little bit of what happened last year. Sorry, the year one battery is back. So as you can see, there's a lot of us around the room. So Jason is a seminar leader. I am the ambassador. So the difference is that seminar leaders do seminars, and ambassadors do something else. It's called workshops. So we have workshops every night on rotation for those delegates. So the workshop range, differently. So think about, for example, before you came to Canada, you must have a lot of questions about Canada, living in Canada, picking classes. What's your opinion like? Things like that. Yeah, of course, students in China still have that kind of questions. They've never been out of the country, so our job is just to tell them what's the difference, what should they be expecting, so that minimize the culture shock, and also answer any questions they have. Some of them didn't even know. We studied, like I took political science, so a lot of people didn't even know what political science is all about. I'm sure a lot of you here still don't, but that's okay. So my point here is just really try to be very personal with those delegates. So each of you, probably hundreds of them throughout the 2 weeks that you're going to be there. So what you can do is you can contribute a lot of your knowledge, a lot of what you know to those people, and also you gain a lot in return. I made a lot of friends, seminar leaders, ambassadors, and also a lot of the delegates during the week. So and we still keep in touch, which is great, and some of them are expecting to come to Toronto in the future. So yeah. So just want to let you know, it's not all about, like Jason said, it's not all go there for 2 weeks. Last year we went to Guangzhou. Yeah, and this year we're going to 3 cities. I'm really shocked to know that. I just know today too. So it's been amazing, you know, you're going to 3 different cities. I'm from Beijing, so I've never been to Guangzhou in my life, so it's the first time for me. And throughout, you know, many of you here have never been to the 3 cities that we're going to: Beijing, right? Beijing, Sichuan, Chengdu, and Zhuhai, right? Yeah, so like I've never been to 2 of the cities, so I want to go back again actually. But all of you will have a chance to go there this year. And I'm pretty sure it'll be exciting. And last year, in terms of Guangzhou, you know, I've never been to Guangzhou, but for the week that I was there, I get to really know the city very well. You know, we have a chance to go out and do some city tours. We have a chance to go out and do some of the things that local people do, like spa, with massage. So that was pretty awesome. I've never had that experience in my life. And let me just assure you that the things that you can get out of this conference is more than you can imagine. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, so okay. Hope to see some of you there. Okay. Thank you.
So this was summer and summer. Okay. What happened the past delegates from last year? Summer and Min, they just came to Canada last year, right after the conference. So I'll let them tell you a little bit about how their experiences covered. Before I attended UNIXL, I was thinking about studying humanities or science, and so I talked to a lot of people. Jason and Cole, two very different things. One is light and one is activity and English. So I am very interested in both sides. So I talked to them, and I remember in Jason's seminar, and he showed us the little plastic plates that can separate the light. And I got very interested in chemistry, science, and so right now I'm a social science student studying chemistry, biology, and calculus at USC Scarborough. So I think music kind of pushed me in that way. You could be Jason that can inspire the Vietnamese in China. So it's your choice, it's your opportunity. Hi everyone, my name is Ning. I'm right now a civil engineering student in UOP. I'm also one of the executive members in UT Excel. I have nothing to say, but I can tell you. The first thing I did when I came to Canada is wrote a letter to Roy and Carol and Topher. I want to join them. I want to a little bit nervous. Sorry. I want to join the UT Excel because it's a wonderful team. Like, people around me are so great, and I can learn every time the meeting and every time we have the activity. So come to join us. Like, we will have a wonderful experience.